Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about something really exciting, how to create amazing VFX videos using just your mobile phone. A lot of people think you need an expensive computer or professional VFX software to create impressive visual effects. But honestly, you can do a lot with just a smartphone if you know the right techniques. In this video, I will show you the basic workflow from shooting your footage to adding effects, masking, keyframes, green screen, sound effects, and finally exporting the video. And don't worry, if you are a complete beginner, I will keep everything simple and explain it step by step. So let's get started. Before we start editing, prepare your mobile and first make sure you have enough storage space. VFX videos can take up quite a lot of storage, especially when you are working with high resolution footage. Next, focus on lighting. Good lighting can make a huge difference. Try to shoot in a well lit area and make sure your subject is clear visible. If you are shooting indoors, place the light in front of your subject rather than directly behind them. And one more important thing, keep your camera stable. If you have a tripod, use it. If you don't have one, simply place your phone somewhere stable. Remember, good VFX starts with good footage. If your original footage is shaky, dark, or blurry, even the best editing would not completely fix it. And now, what do you need for mobile VFX? Now, let's talk about the tools. You don't need 10 different applications. A good mobile video editor with features such as layers, masking, keyframes, chroma key, background removal, blending, speed control, and color adjustment already help you create some really cool effects. If you are just starting out, don't try to learn everything at once. Start with four important features: layers, masking, keyframes, and chroma key. Once you understand these four, you will be able to create many different VFX effects. And now plan your VFX before shooting. Before opening your editing app, plan your scene. Let's create a simple example. Imagine you want to create a scene where a person stands in front of the cameras and suddenly a glowing energy effect appears in their hand. Sound cool, right? To create this effects, we will need three basic things. First, our original video. Second, a suitable VFX overlay. And third, some sound effects. When shooting your original footage, try to keep the camera's position fixed. Also, try not to move your subject too quickly. Planning your shoot before editing will save you a lot of time later. And add your VFX overlay. Now let's start editing. Open your video editor and import your main footage. Place your original video on the timeline. Next, add your VFX footage as an overlay or additional layer. At first, the effects might look completely separate from your video. That's normal. Now we need to position it correctly. If the effect is supposed to appear in the person's hand, move it exactly where the hand is. Adjust the size and rotation. Then check the opacity. Sometimes reducing the opacity slightly can make the effect look more natural. If your editor has blending modes, try different options and see which one works best. And here's very important tip, don't always make your VFX 100% visible. Subtitles effects can often look much more rich than extremely bright effects. And now masking and keyframes. Now we come to two of the most important tools in mobile VFX. Masking and keyframes. Let's say the energy effects need to appear behind the person's hand. If the effect stays completely in front of the hand, it would not look realistic. That's where masking comes in. With masking, you can control which part of the effect is visible. Now, what happens if the person moves? That's where keyframes become useful. A keyframe basically tells the editor where an object should be at a particular moment. For example, at the beginning of the shot, the effect is here. A few seconds later, the effect moves here. The editors then creates the movement between those points. This allows you to make your VFX follow the movement of your subject. It might seem complicated at first, but after a little practice, keyframes become one of the most useful tools in your editing workflow. And now, green screen VFX. Now let's talk about green screen. Green screen is one of the most popular techniques used in visual effects. You record your subject in front of a green background. Then inside your editing app, you use the Chroma Key features to remove the green color. After removing the green background, you can place your subject over another video or image. But there one common mistake beginners make. They don't pay attention to lighting. For example, if your subject is brightly lit but the new background is very dark, the result will look fake. Try to make the lighting on your subject match the background. Also, avoid unnecessary shadows on the green screen whenever possible. The cleaner your green screen footage is, the easier it will be remove the background. And now make your VFX look cinematic. Now let's make our VFX look more professional. Tip number one, camera's movement. A little camera's movement can make your scene feel more dynamic, but don't overdo it. Slow and controlled movement usually look better than random shaking. Now, tip number two, motion blur. If your editor support motion blur, you can use it on moving effects. It can help the effects blend more naturally with the movement in the scene. Tip number three, color adjustment. Don't forget about color. Adjust things like brightness, contrast, saturations, and temperatures so that your VFX matches the original footage. Tip number 4, glow for magical or energy based effects. A little glow can look great, but be careful. Too much glow can make the effects look unrealistic. Tip number 5, don't overdo the effects. This is probably the most important tip. Adding more effects does not automatically make a video better. Sometimes one simple effect placed perfectly looks much more professional than 10 effects covering the entire screen. And add sound effects. Now let's talk about something that many beginners ignore, sound design. Sound can completely change how a VFX scene feels. Imagine an energy wall appearing on screen with no sound. It may look okay. Now imagine the same effects with a perfectly timed whoosh or impact sound. Suddenly the scene feels much more powerful. Try to synchronize your sound effects with that exact moment the visual effects happens. For example, when an object appears, add a short impact sound. When something moves quickly, use a suitable whoosh sound. And remember to keep your audio balanced. Your voice should remain clear and background music should not overpower it. And final polish, we are almost done. Before exporting your video, watch the entire project from beginning to end. Look carefully for small problems. Is the VFX in the correct position? Does the masking look that clean? Are there unwanted edges? Does the effects move naturally? Does the lighting match? Is the effects too bright? are the sound effects synchronized? Fixing these small details can make a huge difference. And remember, professional VFX is not about adding the most effects. It is about making the effects feel like it actually belong inside the scene. And that's it. You can start creating impressive VFX videos using just your mobile phone. If you are a beginner, don't try to create a huge Hollywood style effects on your first day. Start small, learn layers, then learn masking. After that, practice keyframes and green screen. Once you are comfortable with those, you can move on to more advanced techniques like motion tracking, compositing, and cinematic effects. And most importantly, practice. Your first VFX video does not have to be perfect. Every project you make will teach you something now. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which VFX effects should we create in the next video. Thanks for watching. Keep creating, keep learning, and keep experimenting. I'll see you in the next term. Thank you so much.